Hey guys, well, this video today we're going to do this problem known as a Leetcode 121, the best time to buy and sell stock. So I'm just going to do this in real time with you guys. If I mess up or anything, then that should be fine. I'm not going to record this again. This is going to be my first and only take for this problem. I already know the solution, so but I don't have it memorized, so we're going to figure that out as we go along. Anyway, this is the prompt that we have here. Say you have an array for which the ith element is the price of a given stock on day I. So you're given an array, so I is the stock price of the given day, and then that just keeps iterating through and iterating through. If you were only permitted to complete at most one transaction, i.e. buy one and sell one share of the stock, design an algorithm to find the maximum profit. Note that you cannot sell a stock before you buy one. Okay, so the input is this array here, 7, 1, 5, 3, 6, and 4, and then the output is going to be 5 because you buy it on, I guess, this day here. No, actually, sorry, my bad. You buy it on this day here, which is the 1, and then you sell it on the 6th day, which is here, and then you get profit of 5. So what happens is, let's go over this one by one. So you buy a stock on this date, right? And then it becomes a 7. Then you go to this day, and then you can't really sell it for that price. So what you should do is we should store a lower value. So we store a low value, which is going to be that 1, right? In the previous instance, it was going to be 7. And then we keep iterating through and seeing if there's anything lower than this low value. Because if there's something lower than the low value, we want to update the low value to be that value. So for example, let's say there's like 10 and then 5. And then let's say it goes up to 100, right? So either way here, you will make a profit if you sell it at 100. So if you buy 10 and you sell 100, you make a 90 profit. But if you buy at 5, you sell 100, you get a 95 profit. So since this number comes after and it's lower than the previous number, we might as well just update the lower number to be whatever the newer number is. So we update the low number to be 5, and then we get the most profit that way. So that's basically how we're going to do it. We could brute force it, but the brute force, I don't know. Let's try the brute force first. So I already just went through like the solution, but you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go through brute force first. So let's go through the brute force first, and let's try to do that. So max profit, okay? Let's see how can we brute force this. So there's input 7, 1, 5. What we could do, we can iterate through it and then try to compare to see which value has the most profit. I mean, it's really slow. It doesn't make sense to do it this way at all. But like sometimes it's hard to come up with a bad solution if you already know the good one. So for I in range, length of the prices. Okay, we're gonna loop through it one more time. For j in range, I plus 1, and then length of the prices. Alright, so for the numbers in this range, what we're going to do, we're going to brute force it. So if we're going to store a value called like max profit, I guess. Max profit is equal to 0, and that's a default. So you guys can see if there's nothing, in this case there's no max profit, so the max profit is equal to 0. So that's what we'll return. So if the nums of j is less, nums of j plus nums of I, actually my bad, minus nums of I is less than, or actually it's greater than the max profit, then we're going to store the max profit as that value. Max profit is equal to nums of j minus nums of I. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll return max profit, and that will be the brute force solution. So if we run this, let's see how it works. Run invalid syntax. So let's see what happened here. For I in range, length of prices. We forgot the word I. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this again. Nums is not defined. Okay, yeah, it's not defined. It's actually called prices. So I'm gonna change this around to prices. It's usually called nums in the other ones. That's why I called it nums. I thought there was like a traditional way to do it that way, but I guess there isn't. So this was accepted. This worked. However, it's a brute force solution, so if we submit this, it's probably not going to pass. It should say time limit exceeded, and let's see. Okay, so it's running and it's still running. And there you go, time limit exceeded, so that's the error that we expected. Now we're going to do the bare solution, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the first loop, and then I'm just going to check out this thing. I'm going to do like the lowest found, I guess. Lowest found is equal to, and then we're going to set it to the first instance. So prices of 0, so that's going to be the first instance. For I in range, length of prices, we're gonna start off from the first spot because we are skipping the 0th element, so we're gonna start from the first index instead. So for I in that range, if the current value is less than lowest found, we're gonna set that value. So if that's less than that, then lowest found is gonna be equal to prices I, else if the price is I, the current item minus the lowest found is greater than the max profit. We'll set max profit equal to that. Max profit, I just said wax profit here. Max profit is equal to prices I minus lowest found. Okay, so that should set it. So let's see if this works. So that works there. Now if we submit this, this should also work. List index out of range. Let's see. Price is I minus lower found. The error seems to be here. Oh, okay. So if there's no element inside, I guess. How would we do that? Lowest found. If there's no element, I guess we can just return if length of prices is equal to 0, right? We can just return an empty element, I guess. This isn't the way I did it, so I'm going to look at the source code to see how I did before, but I did not run into that error earlier. This is supposed to be like that. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't run into this error before, so this is my first time running into this. So expected 0. Okay, so it's a return 0. I guess we could do the lowest found is equal to 0 as well. That might be it. Okay, so that did work, but what we're going to try is we're going to just set the lowest found is equal to 0, and then we are going to start at basically at 0 as well. So let's see if this works. Oh, okay, so that doesn't work. Yeah, that's weird. I don't think I had to return 0 here initially. So let's look at my other solutions, because it should be roughly the same. Okay, so this is a previous solution I did. Okay, okay, so that's what I set the minimum to be like the minimal number. Okay, so let's set the minimum to be the lowest number, so float negative infinity. So now it's no matter what it is, it's gonna set everything is gonna be higher than the lowest found. So the lowest found is gonna be updated no matter what it is. And we have to start off at 0 instead of at 1. Output is infinity. What's going on here? Max profit is 0. Return the max profit. Lowest found. If price is I is less than the lowest found. Well, that's never going to happen. Yeah, it's ever going to be less than infinity. So if the price is I is maybe greater than the lowest found, doesn't work. How did I do it again? Let me see. Yeah, seems correct. Lowest found equals price is I. Yeah, so price is I minus minimum. Okay, so I know what I did wrong. I said the lowest found to be like negative infinity, which is incorrect. It should be positive infinity. So that works, and then this should work as well. So there you go. 68 milliseconds, and that should be the solution. I mean, we solved it earlier as well in a different way, but this is how you do it without having to return that value. So we don't have to return 0 if the length is 0. Anyway, that's basically it, guys. If you look at the solution here, it's basically the same thing. And yep, if this video has helped you, put a like. If this video did not help you, put a dislike. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, post a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.